TYT Sports, everybody. It's been a while since we've been back in the studio. Jeremy Rucker, everybody, by the way. Jason Rubin here with you. Holiday weekend. Hope everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving. We know we did. But let's get right into it. The Chargers just made a miraculous, I won't say miraculous, but a comeback against the Ravens.
It was an impressive comeback, definitely. Yeah, they were down by, what, 10?
They were down 10. They scored 21 in the fourth quarter to make the comeback.
Rivers showed his worth.
The entire time, we'll get the one thing first. In the description box below, make sure to check it out. Torrey Smith, one-handed juggling, bobbling. Not Odell Beckham Jr.-like, but still pretty good.
Definitely worth noting.
I mean, Odell Beckham broke the internet last week. This catch was just cool compared to what happened last weekend.
Did you see the ESPN reporter recreate that catch?
No.
It was pretty great.
Did he do it?
He did do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which reporter? Jonah Hill? No?
Brian Hill?
Brian Hill?
No, you should check it out, though. Everybody should check it out. I'm sure it's on the internet somewhere.
We'll find a link for that, too.
Links, yeah,
we'll provide links to all the good stuff in the description. Go to the link, stay for the commentary. But back to Chargers and Ravens. The whole game, sitting next to Jeremy, and I'm telling Jeremy, Phillip Rivers is not the real MVP. And the first 5 weeks of the season where everyone's talking about this is MVP year for Phillip Rivers, and don't get me wrong, Phillip Rivers is probably the most underrated quarterback in the NFL over the last 10 years, 8 years. Maybe not 10, I don't think he's been in the league 10 years. Yes, he has. Roughly. But he's been very underrated. His numbers are there, but the Chargers don't seem to win playoff games when they need to, and obviously lead them to a Super Bowl. But after 21 points in the fourth quarter, including some beautifully thrown passes, Keenan Allen with the game winner, where do you think the Chargers go from here? I know you got the standings up, and that's absolutely worth mentioning.
It's worth noting. So the Chargers, that puts them in 8-4. That's a huge, huge win for the Chargers. They really needed that. Right now, they're a half game back from the Broncos in the AFC West standings. Broncos are playing right now against. No, they're playing tonight.
They're playing tonight against the Chiefs,
right.
who are also right up there.
That's huge. The Chargers started out really strong. They started out 5-0.
The Chargers started off, I believe, 5-0.
5-0. Then, Chargers things happened. Keenan Allen fell out of their offensive game plan entirely. I know a lot of fantasy people were upset about that. Today seems to mark the triumphant comeback of Keenan Allen and maybe of the Chargers overall as a powerful offensive machine. And their defense, they stopped it when it counted. There's a big third down stop to hold the Ravens to the field goal with about 3 minutes left.
After Jones ran the kickoff back to, the 30-yard line, you'd think, so it tells me two things. One is that the defense stepped up when they needed to hold them to a field goal, which eventually led into the game-winning touchdown.
You can't say that the defense had a great game. They gave up 33 points, but when it mattered, they held tough.
They showed up.
And that hasn't been the case for the Chargers all year.
Right.
So it's good to see they're coming back into form a little bit.
I think equally as important as the defense stepping up, it just tells me the Ravens couldn't close out that game. And for the Chargers, that was a must-win game because at 8-4 in this conference, they also go to play the Patriots next weekend. They're home against the Patriots, not go and play the Patriots. They're hosting the Patriots in San Diego. But with the Chiefs and the Broncos tonight, whoever wins that game, I think takes over sole possession of first place. Or if the Chiefs win, they have a tie, I think, with the Chargers. But that means
it would be a three-way tie.
Right. And
8-4. It'd be 3 teams at 8-4 if the Chiefs win tonight.
Right, and those are all the Chiefs who have won trap games this year and have showed up when they needed to. The Chargers, who I just don't believe in, and then the Broncos, who
it's a tough division. It's turning out to be another really close race. I mean, the Chiefs really want that Raiders loss back.
Is the Raiders in the 1 and now 12 or 11? 1-11 Raiders are not in the hunt.
They are not in the hunt. That is why I did not bring them up.
That's right.
So, bold prediction before tonight's game.
Right.
Who do you pick for the AFC West?
The AFC West, I want to just stick to my gut and say the Broncos are going to win the AFC West.
Probably the same.
Even if they lose to the Chiefs tonight, I still believe Peyton Manning.
Even if they lose to the Chiefs tonight, they're a 3-way tie for first place in terms of record.
I'm going to take the best regular season quarterback of all time in Peyton Manning. Playoffs come, it's a different story, but in terms of winning out the rest of the season or having one loss going into the last 4 or 5 weeks of the season, I'm going to trust Peyton. The Chiefs could be sneaky. They're a sneaky team. I don't think the Chargers have it in them, even though they played well.
Yeah.
And won.
If the Chargers
no hate. There's no hate. There's no hate.
Division, I would say they have a shot to make the playoffs.
Right.
But even if they end up playing well, there's a good chance that both the Chiefs and the Broncos make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true. And the Chiefs have, if they get a home game, if they get that wild card home game, they will be in good shape.
Absolutely.
Because that's a tough place to play. And give credit where credit's due. Andy Reid, who Deadspin once ran as the best tomato blimp on the sideline because of his big pink puffy coat, red pinkish. I like Andy Reid. I liked him when he was on Philadelphia. I liked him when he coached Donovan McNabb Eagles to a Super Bowl, even though they got destroyed by the Patriots. Not destroyed, it was, I think, a 3-point game. But it looked, I mean, on paper it was close. If you watched years ago, the Patriots won that straight out. I like Andy Reid. I like him on the Chiefs. I don't. What's your prediction? I'm taking the Broncos.
For the AFC West?
Yeah.
Taking the Broncos.
Taking the Broncos.
If the Chiefs win that division, I would say that would be a shock.
Yeah.
The Chiefs could make the playoffs, and if they win a couple games in the playoffs, I wouldn't be surprised about that either. If maybe if they hit the Pats in the first round, that might not happen.
That might.
But yeah, I got to go with the Broncos. Best
regular season quarterback of all time.
Their defense much better than last year. But we'll see tonight. Tonight is going to be a big.
Tonight's a huge game. Tonight is a huge game. All right. So Phillip Rivers, you're kind of not maybe the real MVP. Let's let you guys decide. Leave your thoughts about Phillip Rivers and the Chargers versus Ravens game in the comment section below, and leave your crazy prediction for the AFC West.
The AFC West.
The AFC West.
The one and only.
That's a Patrick Star reference from SpongeBob. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to TYT Sports.